How do you do asynchronous communication at scale? And can you give us some specific examples of doing it well and maybe doing it poorly?
Great question, Darren, on how do you do asynchronous at scale? The short answer is you have to force it. It is not natural. It is not people's default. And if you Google remote first forcing functions from GitLab, you will find an entire guide that I wrote there. Essentially, we set up forcing functions to force ourselves to have a bias towards asynchronous. In fact, a bias towards asynchronous is a sub-value of our diversity, inclusion, and belonging value. It is actually a core value of the company. It needs to be taken that seriously. Otherwise, people will generally try to default to synchronicity. So, you wanted actual examples. We make it very difficult to have a meeting. Every meeting has to have a Google Doc agenda attached to it. Every meeting has to have someone in it that's documenting, and every meeting has to have those takeaways contextualized and added to the relevant places in the handbook. That is a lot of manual work, and we do that intentionally so that people will default to doing that work in a GitLab issue or a merge request instead of calling the meeting to begin with. Another forcing function is we expire all of our Slack messages after 90 days. This encourages people to do their work in a GitLab issue or a merge request because if you do work in Slack, it will be gone in 90 days. Therefore, it is a forcing function to start the work where you want the work to end up.